You sit down to work and instantly feel restless, so you scroll, snack, reorganize your desktop, anything but start. That's not random distraction. It's your brain trying to dodge discomfort, boredom, uncertainty, awkwardness. And unless you spot that signal, you'll keep avoiding the work that actually matters. In this video, I'll break down the hidden loop in your brain that triggers that resistance and how to intercept it. Then, I'll show you 3 tactical tools that make starting easier, stabilize your energy, and keep procrastination from snowballing. But first, you need to meet the part of your brain that thinks it's protecting you. Right now, there's a background loop running in your brain. It scans every task and silently asks, is this safe? Important task? High stakes? Unclear outcome? That loop lights up. What feels like resistance is often just your nervous system playing defense. Your brain can't always tell the difference between a real threat and a challenging email, so it sends the same alarm. You're not dealing with failure of discipline, you're dealing with biology. And to shift that pattern, you first need to spot it. That awareness alone creates room to act differently. But spotting it is just step 1. Because once you notice the system, the next question is, what emotion is powering it? There's one emotion that powers most procrastination. People often blame fear of failure, but something deeper tends to drive it. It's discomfort. Not panic, not dread, just the subtle discomfort of uncertainty, awkwardness, or boredom. Tasks that matter most often feel the worst right before you start. When's the last time you avoided something you actually enjoyed? Discomfort doesn't just feel bad. It shrinks your field of view. It makes quitting feel like the only move. That discomfort isn't random. It's a signal, and if you listen, it can tell you exactly where the friction lives. Which brings us to what you can do in the moment, instead of trying to force motivation. Most people try to crush the urge to procrastinate. That rarely works. It often makes the feeling stronger. Instead, let the wave pass. The emotional charge behind that urge tends to fade in about 90 seconds. During those 90 seconds, you do one thing: observe. Say to yourself, this is discomfort. It's not dangerous. It will pass. You're not numbing it. You're watching it. This turns the urge from a command into background noise. And now that you've made space, you can try something most people skip entirely. Let's walk through 3 techniques that change how you respond without needing motivation tricks. 1. The procrastination map. Most people track what they avoid. That's helpful, but incomplete. Instead, track what you run toward when you avoid. Every time you procrastinate, write down 3 things: the task you avoided, what you did instead, what feeling you were trying to escape. After a week, connect the dots. You'll often find 2 or 3 common patterns. This map shows you where your exits are. And once you can see the exits, you can close the ones that don't serve you. Here's where it gets even more interesting, because not all avoidance is about emotion. Sometimes it's about energy. 2. The energy debt audit. Time management isn't the full picture. Energy is the real currency. Before you begin a task, check 2 things. How much energy do I have? How much does this task need? If your current energy is too low, don't push. Recover first. 2 to 5 minutes of deep breathing, movement, or stillness can reset your baseline. This shift makes you proactive instead of reactive. And if energy checks out but you still feel stuck, it might be the way you're starting. 3. The micro-commitment ritual. Starting often feels like agreeing to finish. That creates pressure before you even begin. So change the contract. Don't commit to finishing. Commit to a 5-minute check-in. For those 5 minutes, engage with the task in any way except ignoring it. Open the document, set out the tools, sit beside the workspace. Then, after 5 minutes, step away, guilt-free. Book the next session like you would a calendar invite. And familiarity lowers resistance. Procrastination isn't about weakness. It's a protective habit, and like any habit, it can change. Start by noticing what drives your avoidance, then shift your response. Now that you've seen how procrastination works and how to break the loop, watch this next on how the top 1% manage their time to stay sharp and in control.